trauma bonds. Got close off of battle scars. Equal pain, so we think it's equal game. Same team, but it's different hearts. Same goals, but it's different shots. Thought we was winning the same. Turns out you were just running me game. Should've known, but I couldn't guess it. It's a damn shame.
What's going on, Hoop MCs fans? My name is Hassan. I'm your co-host. I'm joined by my co-host, Nassim. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Hassan? How are you this week?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. This is episode number 19. Today, we're just going to kind of get a quick rundown on the NBA, what's been happening. What you got for us, Nassim?
Well, me and you talked about it like a couple minutes ago. Bradley Beal, I'm pretty sure he's the new next trade candidate for everyone in the NBA. And then we got the Utah Jazz surprising everybody, and then the Miami Heat surprising everybody in the wrong way.
Yeah. And
I just want to brag about LeBron later on in the episode just to piss you off.
Sure. That sounds like a plan. Start with Bradley Beal. So, I don't know, I read an article by Woj earlier, and he said something about that the trade market is not going to be there, I think, for him. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure. Could it be the draft pick situation? Like, not many NBA teams have first-rounders to offer? Or, I don't know what the case is. But
I don't really know what would be stopping them from trading him. Like, I'm trying to think of a good trade destination, but Miami would be the only one that come to mind at the moment.
Well, I think I thought about this as well. I think Miami makes sense. Denver makes sense as well. And I don't know if Boston would. I mean, they can't trade Jaylen Brown or Tatum, but I don't know what kind of, like, if they got any young guys that they can float around with them or anything like that. But yeah, Denver out the west, Miami in the east, and I think those are the main two. I can't really think of.
New Orleans. I mean, they're looking to trade Lonzo and
that's true. That's true, yeah. Man. I that's actually really underrated. I never even thought about that.
And they have like all those first round picks from New Orleans. I don't know if they're gonna waste them on Bradley Beal, but they do have all those picks from when they traded AD.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Bradley Beal's an all-star. Best scorer. He's been number 2 in scoring last year, number 1 this year by a mile, by the way. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And Zion would be Zion and Brandon Ingram. That'd be a pretty nice trio.
That's a really good trio. And I think Lonzo and Washington would probably like be better for him because I think he'll probably be the focal point again. Well, you got Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, yeah. I love him, but he's just like a block there, you know.
Yeah, he's a nuisance. Like, it's like, yo, man, when are you gonna retire?
Yeah, he still has like 6 more years.
Russ should be in New York, man. Like, yeah. I can't think of another place in which that would be a better fit for him. Not offensively, but just kind of just matches like who he is. It's just he needs to be with the Knicks. Just go.
Yeah, just put him away from like an actual team.
Or Magic. I think maybe since what's his face's name went down. What's his name again?
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz. Since he went down with the ACL tear, they could use him. Who knows? I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised actually if Washington buys out Russ. Them.
That's a little expensive. I don't know if they would do that.
It's very expensive, actually, now that I think about it. But
what about
knows?
Portland, by the way? Is CJ? Is he done for the season, or is it just?
No, he's not done for the season, but he'll be out for an extended period of time, like at least a month, if I'm not mistaken.
Would you even consider Bradley Beal if you're Portland?
Yeah, I would, but what do they have to offer?
Carmelo Anthony and Robert Covington, baby.
Yeah, Robert Covington, I don't think Washington's interested. Carmelo, yeah, he's like, no, I'm just kidding.
What?
Yeah, no, yeah, I think the only 2 teams that make sense are what we listed. Miami. I think Miami can flirt with trading Nunn and Hero or Nunn and Duncan, along with a couple picks. Denver, I think they'd have to give up MPJ though, if I'm not mistaken, or they can give up Hampton, RJ Hampton, who, by the way, he hasn't seen any minutes. Like,
What?
yeah,
I don't know what their coach is doing over there. They just kind of have a weird rotation, but it's working. I guess I don't know.
Dude, I wanted the Rockets to trade for Hampton. Just have him kind of be under, like he'd run the second unit behind Wall.
I mean, there's not really much of a second unit here.
I mean,
We have Jay Sean Tate. Let's fucking go, dude.
well, Eric Gordon has been handling the ball, I feel like, in second duty, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Gordon's killing it, so I can't really complain. I can't really complain about that guy. Yeah, brain-eating amoeba.
We got 4 in a row, baby.
Yeah. And then we play, I think, Pelicans next, so.
Oh, okay. So Bradley Beal will be there soon.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround time.
Yeah.
So second on the list, we had the Jazz. I think this caught everybody by surprise. Nobody was like really looking at them when they were on the 3rd seed, and then just I think 2 days ago or something, they became the number 1 seed. I think everybody started paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, even when Shaq, me and you talked about it last episode, and made that awkward comment, like I still didn't even know how good they were. Like I refused to acknowledge them. But I mean, I'll give it to them. They're 1st seed right now. I still don't know. I'm gonna pull a Shaq and say I still don't know if they're serious, but they're looking good so far.
Yeah, 15-4. They have the best record in the league. Clippers are half a game behind. Lakers are 1.5 games back. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really have any comments towards them just because they've always kind of been a really good regular season team. I would just have to wait and see what happens in the playoffs. But if they get the 1 seed, I mean, I think they're automatically in round 2. So there's that. And
unless they play the Rockets, baby.
they can meet Denver, who's sitting at number 5 in the second round. And we know what Denver did last year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think they would probably beat Denver this time around just because they've kind of been a disappointment, the Nuggets.
Well, I wouldn't count the Nuggets out yet either.
I wouldn't either. I gave them second round, buddy. That's not counting them out.
I mean, you know they missed half their team for like a long part of the season already. So
yeah, MPJ played like 4 games or 5 games, I think.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, I don't see the Nuggets surpassing the Jazz, the Clippers, or the Lakers. So I mean, they're gonna be in that 4 or 5 spot. They're like best chances. So
yeah, no, I agree with the range that they'll be in. I'm talking about like the matchup versus Utah second round. I don't know.
I think this is the year that Utah finally gets to the conference finals. And when they get to the conference finals, buddy, watch out because they're going to win nothing against the Lakers. So
this is like imagining if the Lakers and Clippers play each other second round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if they don't, it's just going to be a Lakers-Clippers conference finals, right?
That's assuming if the Jazz make number 1, correct?
Yeah.
Like they don't make number 1, it'll be a Lakers and Clippers, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you saying that the Clippers would hands down beat the Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I asked like that, but I don't agree, man. I don't agree. I think the Jazz can take. Dude, I do 180s all the time on this show.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Dude, I can't wait to hear your stance on LeBron in a couple minutes.
Why? What did he do differently?
Nothing. He's still doing really well.
He's corny.
And I want you to acknowledge his MVP case. He's gonna win it this season.
Yeah, I gave him number 2 in the race, so I fully acknowledged it.
Now.
No, well, I don't know. Embiid, still like him. I think Embiid when the Sixers ended up beating the Lakers.
Yeah, and Tobias Harris won him the game after they blew like a.
I don't make up the rules, buddy. Yeah.
I was actually watching that game, and Tobias Harris bailed him out.
Yeah, he hit like what, a 15-footer?
Yeah, with 3 seconds left. And then I don't know what the hell AD was doing at the end. The guy fell down and shot a half-court heave. Like, just run, dude.
Anthony Davis is kind of useless this year. Is that a
Yeah,
stretch?
No, he is. And then the NBA, like, put him at, like, 5 or 6 in the MVP race. Well, this guy literally came out and said he sucks. Why is he in the top 10 right now?
Who came up with that list?
I
Some
think
writer?
it's an NBA website.
Oh. Yeah, dude, NBA.com is BS when it comes to, what's it called, MVP races. Like, Anthony Davis is behind Christian Wood in every, like, major stat, I think. So, you better start giving Christian Wood MVP recognition if you're going to do that, buddy. But
Well, look at the win comparison.
brain-eating amoeba, I know. It's nice to see John Wall ball out, you know? I think
Yeah.
it's a feel-good story.
Yeah, same with I actually kind of like seeing Oladipo ball out a little more, though. I don't know why, but I just feel like he deserves it. Well, I mean, they both are playing really well, though, and I'm happy for them.
Yeah, but I more so like my heart gets fuzzy towards John Wall. I think just
He
because.
literally throws up gangs.
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
I saw.
You
I
did?
saw one. Who did we play last game? Can't
The
remember.
Portland.
Yeah, he walked into a 3 in the fourth quarter, and I'm pretty sure he threw up a B, dude,
Oh man, I need to rewatch those
RSC.
highlights.
or B. What is he again? Oh, he's a blood.
He's blood.
Oh, he's wearing blue though. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, well, that was the whole conundrum that we talked about in that one episode.
Yeah, this is a reminder to go watch our old episodes if you haven't.
Yeah, go ahead. John Wall knows that he has a lot at stake when he's wearing those blue uniforms. He needs to ball out even more because
Yeah.
his homies are watching him. And they're not happy.
They're just like watching with the guns pointed at the TV every time he's wearing blue.
It's like, yo, miss a 3-pointer again. Blah. The Miami Heat, they suck. There's no other way around it.
I'm disappointed about it because I'm a Miami Heat fan this season.
They're hurt. Like, what's going on with Jimmy Butler? What was his injury?
I don't know. How long has he been out for?
Dude, he's been out since 1933. Let me see.
It's a pretty long time.
He played 6 games. The Heats played 18 games, so he's been out for 12 games. So, seems like a pretty serious injury to me. I gotta check it out.
Would you still say they suck, or would you just say they need to be healthy?
Both. But, I mean, like, hell, even Tyler Hero has missed some games. I'm not saying, like, Tyler Hero is their second best player, because we all know it's Adebayo, but, like, they've missed some players. But, hell, I mean, the Rockets missed some players. And they sucked at one point, but they got their stuff back together.
Yeah, but,
I guess
mean,
we can't judge him, really, I think, until Butler comes back. We can't find out what his injury is.
I'll look it up.
Like, let me see. Oh, my God, it was COVID. Wow. He missed the last 9 games because of COVID-19. This was written on January 28th.
Did he get tested positive or something?
I mean, I'm assuming. Otherwise, why would he miss 9 games?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Dude, 9 games? That's like a whole month.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why would COVID keep him out for that long?
Shoot, I have no idea. But I saw him on the bench not too long ago on one of the games.
So did I. Now
And-
that I think about it.
I mean, like, hell, if he's able to sit on the bench with his teammates, I would assume that he cleared protocol. So,
There has to be another injury. I don't think it's just COVID.
yeah, but I think the bulk majority has been COVID, and then he may be, like, there might be kind of like a little injury that's not really worrisome. It's very minor, but they're probably just being extra careful.
I guess probably.
Yeah.
I think when they're fully healthy, I wouldn't count them out. I think you saw them go on a miracle run last year, but I still personally like them. You're gonna get bodied by the Nets, but don't count them out.
Charlotte, New York, Cleveland, or let me read you this. If the playoffs or the play-in tournament started today, Cleveland, the Knicks, the Hornets, the Bulls. That's who we're talking about for who's going to be in that tournament for the 7th and 8th seed.
I wouldn't even watch it. Not for the East.
Dude.
I don't care about any of those teams.
Man, whoever... imagine if there was a bet prior to the season began, and they said, hey, pick 4 teams who would be in that play-in tournament. If you put $100 down towards those 4 teams, you would easily walk away with no less than $50,000, 1,000%.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because who won the East? Because of Miami's missing, right?
Toronto's missing, and Miami's missing. Who will? Yeah. And then in that 4-5 spot, you got Boston and Indiana, and then the Hawks are 6. And, yeah. So I think, honestly, everything is solid. That 7 through 10 list is messed up. It should, the 7th and 8th spot, or the remaining of those 8 teams in the playoffs, it should be Miami, of course, and Toronto. But,
yeah. I
mean, it's just surprising to see how well those 4 teams are playing relative.
Yeah, I don't know how long they're going to keep it up.
Yeah.
I think if things go back to normal, like how they're supposed to be in the NBA, Miami and Toronto will take over those spots, and 2 of those teams will get kicked out. And Atlanta will be playing in the play-in.
New York is surprisingly really good, man. They have a very good defense. I did not. And Julius Randle.
17 spin moves a game, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, when you talked about the spin moves that one episode, I didn't really catch what you meant by that, so I went to YouTube, and then there was just kind of a highlight tape dedicated to him spinning. So
that's all he does, man.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, that's kind of what's been the news in the NBA recently.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any storylines. Really, the biggest developing one for me at the moment is the Bradley Beal one.
Out in the West, I think when we talk about those surprise teams, the Mavericks, what's up with them? They're
I don't know, honestly.
Number 13.
Yeah, and I don't know if last year was a fluke or what, because I mean they got KP back this year, but I really don't know what to say about it.
KP played last night.
Yeah.
He's been out of the lineup primarily for the season, so I don't know if he just returned.
Oh,
but yeah,
I swear I thought he returned a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did he? That could be right. Honestly.
I might be wrong, but I remember him returning way earlier than yesterday.
Well, they're on a 4-game losing streak. Luka's been healthy this whole season, so you can't. I mean, for all that, oh yeah, Luka's gonna win MVP chatter that was happening prior to the start. Yeah, that's not gonna happen this season at all. I don't expect him to be in that race.
Were you one of the advocates for that?
No. I mean, I was talking generally speaking. I think there was kind of a handshake under the table handshake agreement with the media, where they're how they hype up certain young players.
Yeah.
So it was kind of I don't know. The Vegas odds may have been prior to the start of the season, Luka's gonna win MVP, but
yeah. I wouldn't have bet against it, honestly.
No, neither would I. I mean,
I don't know. I really don't know what to say about him or the Mavericks this season.
Yeah.
They're just dog water.
Could it be them missing their offensive guy, their offensive coach, Steven Silas? Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah. But I think we're going to wrap it up for this episode. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our Apple Podcast. Follow us on Spotify. You can also follow us on social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter, where we post announcements of when we release those episodes, and we're going to start posting a couple of snippets, in terms of what we record. So we're really excited for that. This is going to be episode 19. Big things coming for this channel, we're grinding, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, we'll get close to 100 episodes by the end of 2021. So it's a journey.
Yeah.
So
Thank you guys for riding along.
yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, and we'll catch y'all next episode. Peace.
All right. Later.
Trauma bonds, got close off of battle scars. Equal pain, so we think it's equal games. Same team, but it's different hearts. Same goals, but it's different shots. Thought we was winning the same. Turns out you were just running me game. Should've known, but I couldn't guess it. It's a damn shame.